The coffee shattered before I understood why my hands had let go of it. It wasn't the sound that did it. It was the way my son stood. 6 years of dead weight. 6 years of therapists whispering apologies with their eyes. 6 years of lifting him like guilt from bed to chair, chair to bath, bath to sleep. And then, the moment her car cleared the driveway, he pushed himself up from the couch like gravity had forgotten him. No tremor, no collapse, no miracle music. Just motion. He looked at me the way adults look at children when they finally decide to tell the truth. "Dad," he whispered, breath steady, legs locked beneath him. "We need to leave this house now." The walls felt closer after that, like they were leaning in to listen. I ran. The garage door screamed open. My hands shook as I shoved the key into the ignition. The engine coughed, then caught. That's when we heard it. A phone vibrating somewhere inside the house. Her phone. Still home. She'd kissed my cheek an hour earlier, smelled like sunscreen and lies. "Girls' trip," she said, adjusting her sunglasses. "You'll be fine, right? Just you and him?" Like he was furniture. Like I hadn't built my entire spine around carrying his broken body. I waved, smiled, watched her leave. I didn't know I was being abandoned twice. The phone kept vibrating as we pulled out, not ringing, just buzzing, urgent, panicked. I didn't look back. I couldn't, because my son was crying, silent, controlled, the way I taught him. "She thinks I can't walk," he said. "She thinks I can't hear either." My throat burned. "When?" I asked. He stared out the window. "Since the accident. I learned how to fake it before I learned how to stand." I wanted to scream. I didn't. "Why?" He swallowed. "Because she told me to." The road blurred. "She said if anyone found out, you'd leave her, that you already loved me more." I did. I always had. "She said it was safer if I stayed broken." The word landed wrong. Broken. He reached into his backpack and pulled out a folded envelope, thick, heavy. "Open it later," he said, "when we're far." The buzzing stopped. I drove until the house was a memory. 6 years ago, she cried in a hospital hallway and held my hand like it was the last solid thing in the world. Told me she'd never leave, told me families endure. She never said heal. I started noticing things after the first year, the way she corrected doctors too quickly, how she insisted on certain medications, how she volunteered to be alone with him during evaluations, how progress stalled whenever she was around. I blamed myself. That's what good fathers do. At night, I lay awake listening to her type messages with her back turned, soft, careful, a second life living behind a locked screen. I never checked her phone. I didn't want to become someone who needed proof. I already was. We stopped at a motel 2 towns over. I locked the door, sat on the bed, opened the envelope. Medical reports, second opinions, scans dated years apart, highlighted notes. No neurological impairment consistent with paralysis, muscle atrophy inconsistent with reported immobility, signs of coached behavior. There was also a printed email from her. "If he walks, he ruins everything. You promised." The name at the bottom wasn't mine. It was her brother's. The accident hadn't been an accident. Insurance money, sympathy, control. A child was easier to own when he couldn't run. My hands went cold. I felt calm. That scared me more than rage. She called at midnight. I answered on the 3rd ring. "Where are you?" Her voice cracked. Real fear this time. "On a trip," I said, "with family." "You took him?" Panic, unfiltered. "He walked," I said. Silence. Then sobbing, the kind meant to drown reason. "You don't understand," she said. "I was protecting us." "No," I replied. "You were protecting yourself." I emailed the files while she begged. Doctors, police, lawyers. I stayed quiet, let the truth travel faster than my voice ever could. The house was searched by morning. She was detained by afternoon. I didn't go back. Some places rot from the inside. My son stood beside me as the sun came up, taller than I remembered, lighter, free. "It's okay," he said. "I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner." I put my hand on his shoulder, solid, warm. "You survived," I said. "That's enough." He nodded. We watched the day begin without her in it, and for the first time in 6 years, I didn't feel like I was carrying anything at all.